this is working. Let's have a look. Is it live on LinkedIn? Right, I think we're good. Can you guys hear me? So I'm using this new software. Let me know if you can hear me. Is there any weird echoes? Far away. I need your feedback if there is echo. Let's have a look. I'm trying to get it off my phone and everything. Far away. No, we're good. We're good to go. Good. Right. It is Tuesday. I hope everyone's having a good day at work, finishing up a day of work or starting a day of work wherever you're coming in from. So chat, as you always know, let me know where you're coming in from, what part of the world. I think as we know the rules, I haven't done this in a while, please feel free to promote your business. If you're looking for a job, if you're looking for anything for your businesses, for your startups, you name it, put it in the chat. Let's get a bit of, I call it human liquidity going, and let's see what we can create in these next, supposedly I'm going to be on here for 2 hours, but let's see where my energy goes. But if you have any questions, chuck it in the stream, in the comments. I'll do my best to answer everyone as best as possible. I've got a bunch of screens going, so my New Year's resolution was to upgrade all my software for streaming so I can actually do this properly, because I think over the last few years I did Mandate Monday, which started in 2020 during the pandemic, and I was using a very bad software, bad internet and everything, so I'm hoping this is good. So for all of you joining, the purpose of this stream is to use LinkedIn as a tool, and we're going to go searching for family groups, right? It's something I preach about every week. And yeah, I want to kind of show you how to use this tool. So grab your pen and paper. And as I said, I can see your comment box on my other screen. So if you have any questions, fire them when you're ready. So let's start. So I'm going to start with the UAE. I think most people, we're going to move from the UAE to Saudi to Qatar to Kuwait. I've never really done Kuwait, Qatar or Bahrain in terms of the family groups. So I'm going to kind of start. But let's start with this tool. So let's type in OW. Let's do group, right? So if I type in OW group, we've already got one come up, but I know that's not in the UAE. So we'll type in groups up the top. And, okay, that's not very useful. Sorry, companies, not groups. And then we're going to type in United Arab Emirates, which comes up here, right? So look what we've already got. So Alpha Tame, for all of you that don't know Alpha Tame are massive in automotive, retail. They're very successful internationally. So if we look at the employees, there's one way to do this. You could literally go, okay, let's go investments, right? Investments is going to show us that we have, look, Treasury Investments Family Office, investments of corporate finance at Alpha Tame Group. So the problem you have with just people who are in investments, and Alpha Tame is a family group, right? But it doesn't mean that we have found the family office. So let's go on Mr. Patel, for example. Let's use him. Let's give him some fame. So he works at Alpha Tame. He labels himself as working as the family office. However, he's head of group treasury. And also, guys, what you'll find is when you look into some of these people's backgrounds, you'll see that they've been at other groups, right? So when you're looking really into someone like Mr. Patel, he's been at Chalub Group, he's been at Ujjan Group, and these are all family groups. But what we're looking for today is more specifically the family office, right? Now, this is the interesting gentleman, right? Philippe, CFA. So, and again, you're going to see this a lot. These European managers, or I call them Western managers, that manage the family office. So look, his title right there is Alpha Tame Private Family Office. Now the difference, right? So he doesn't actually have that association with the Alpha Tame group because the group is a big conglomerate. So for any of you in automotive and you're looking for a joint venture, then great, go to the group. But look at this guy, right? He manages the assets of the family. He has a separate managed account, which I'm probably guessing it's going to be in DIFC. It's some type of trust structure or even a category 3C, which can manage other families' assets. He may be managing multiple family members. We don't know, right? But this guy here says very clearly, I'm building up a portfolio of private equity, private debt, real estate, infrastructure funds in North America and Europe. So it doesn't mean always that his LinkedIn profile is going to be accurate, but I just want to show you, look, Alpha Tame, great example. Great example. So we've got head of investments, assistant general manager of investments in the group, Alpha Tame group, we've got it right there, right? But as I said, like if you look into the groups, really seek out, I think if we put family office, I wonder if, yeah, so the same guy comes up, chief investment, lovely lady, chief operating officer. If we go into this profile, similar, look, doesn't work for the group, but works for the Alpha Tame single family office, and they won't have a website, so it's going to be quite tough to crack into some of these individuals. You're going to have to find potentially some common connections that can kind of fire you in. But again, look at the backgrounds of every person that you find tonight. What you have to understand is they've all worked at investment groups, which is going to be, so one person could lead you to four, right? So if we go to Ream Investments, Investment Management, Emirate of Abu Dhabi, net assets of, basically that's about just $1.5 billion US dollars. And I would like to believe that they are, a family group maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so I think we've covered Alpha Tame. So do you have any questions? Also, again, let me know where you're coming in from. Good evening all from Tarek. Tarek here from Dubai. We're a real estate brokerage construction company looking for a JV investors to establish a property development company. Guys, reach out to Tarek. He's in property and brokerage. Obadiah is the best one to explain this topic. What topic is that, Osama? Are we looking for supply? Guys, I think be more specific. If you're watching, explain more about your businesses. If you're looking for things, be transparent. Use this as a tool and a platform to kind of promote yourself. But let's crack on. So let's go back to our group. So if we're looking at our group, let's go back into companies. Right, now we've got Al Ghurair. So Al Ghurair, then famous for starting Masheret Bank. So they're in the financial services industry. So I think they understand investments quite well. Head of properties, chief investment officer. But I think, again, these types of guys are, look, American, worked at Arizona State. So again, you've got a Western manager. But he's the chief investment officer at the Al Ghurair group. So I don't know if they actually have like a dedicated family office. I haven't seen. So let's type in family office. Let's see if anything comes up. Okay, we don't want that. Algarve Group, no. Not now, Lars. I know there's investments. No, Chief Executive Officer. Maybe this guy. Let's have a look at this guy. Here we go. So, driving diversified multi-asset strategies at a single family office. Public and private equity specialist. So, he's kind of letting us know already, guys, that he has a public and private equity. So, by the looks of things, he likes fund managers. So I think it's somebody who wants to put money into funds rather than direct opportunities. Wow, what a great CV. Investment manager at Mazrui International. I know this. This is a massive family office based in Abu Dhabi. Solida Capital, a multi-family office. Never heard of them. So let's go a bit deeper. So now we found a new family office. Let's go into Mazrui International, Abu Dhabi. Mazrui is an international, a privately held, diversified holding. Numerous industries and asset classes. Here we go. Construction, building materials, retail, industrial, healthcare, oil and gas. But again, I think that's how the family make money. So I think the common thing that we're seeing is these investment groups are all holding companies, but it seems like each group, like this has 508 associated members. Obviously, a family office does not. This is another thing, right, to see. You go on this, you're like, oh, great, I found a family office. But look, no family office will ever have 508 associated members, right? Probably only 5 of those people actually work for the office. So think of when you're in the UAE, the family office itself is really only, maybe 4, 5, I think 10 maximum. There you go, everyone. Drink your water with lemon. Keep hydrated throughout the day. So I don't know. So let's go on their employees. And let's type in family office. Again, that kind of seems like what we're trying to do here. Why does that keep coming up? Sorry. I'm not sure why that keeps coming up. Okay, let's do investments. Seems like the word family office doesn't like coming up. Here we go, straight away. Jinesh. So it seems like, again, there's only a couple of people who come up, obviously. Senior investment associate. Worked at single family offices his whole life. Cool guy. Yeah, pending. I don't think I've ever spoken to him. He may not be a big, that's another thing. He may not be a big LinkedIn user. But what's in the comments? Let's see. So, hi from Paris. Hi Caesar. Hi Ahmed. Reach out to me. We could assist. Assist in what, I guess? Mo, I'm an FX risk management, working for a global leader in FX hedging. Hello all from Mr. Singh. I work for a financial advisory, IB and brokerage firm. Guys, if you're coming in now, late, please promote yourself, connect with one another. If not, just keep watching and take down your notes. Let's try another one. Our holding. So you got our group, our holding, sometimes our enterprise. They're kind of like the best ones. So we go into companies again. So here we go. Nabuda Group. Now that's a tough one. I don't know. I mean, Nabuda, great family. Again, automotive. You can kind of do your research. See, look, logistics, agriculture, renewable energy, everything. But I don't think I've ever come across who is see, massive employees. I don't know if they have like a family office underneath them. Investment. Director of Investment, Director of Finance. See, yeah, I thought this before. See, some family groups, it's quite hard to find. Oh, well, they got a nice head of sustainability. That's promising to know. Any of you in the sustainability space? Yeah. Sometimes you'll find a dead end as well. Like when you go to some of these family groups and they don't have like a direct investment manager who, again, if you look at their CV, like this is Director of Finance. I guarantee this guy wasn't like a banker. No, see, he didn't work at banker groups. He didn't work for other PE firms or family offices. So, to be honest, yeah, this may be a loose end. But Nabuda, still a good family. But if anyone can find their family office, let me know. I think think of it as together. It's kind of every day there's probably hundreds, potentially even thousands of different families in the UAE, and it's kind of they're all going to have investment arms because they all make money from specific industries. So Nabuda, yeah, I don't think I've ever done it. So let's go back. They're not Abu Dhabi. They're not UAE. Trying to think. Like, of course, I haven't typed in. That's another thing. I haven't even typed in United Arab Emirates. But some of the questions. God, my mouse is going crazy. Hi, Mark Wees from Denmark and New York, Data Flow Hub, INC. Let us know what you do. I work for a confidential international government-owned technology from Tom. PitchBook tracks the entire private market. Harris getting some self-promotion in there. Drop me a message if you'd like to see some data. To be fair, guys, PitchBook, great platform. I can't lie. Great platform. And good self-promotion. Who else have we got coming in? William Thompson, Salamo. 3BX is an original marketplace for creatives to collaborate, build up brands and promote to all fans in one place. Right, keep them firing in. All what you... Hello from DIFC. Lloyd from Grip. Grip Investments, right? I actually don't know what you guys do. Right, let's have a look at some more family groups. Never heard of these guys. Fala Holdings. Anyone heard of these? Anyone from here? Construction. Wow, but that's weird. It says they do a lot underneath. Go back. Logistics, healthcare, education, real estate, information technology, general trading, safety and security. Wow. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see if we can find anything. Oh my God, it's doing that thing again. Why does it keep doing that? Oh no. Treasury manager? No. Let's do investments. Seems like I've got a glitch on the word family office today. No. I don't think. No, look. Only 5 searches. So, again, another group which doesn't have a direct investment arm. Now, let's go over to Al Muller Capital, one of my personal favourites. CEO is an amazing guy, George. Straight away, look, says it as it is. Family office investing across multiple asset classes in Dubai. So, Al Muller... If you Google Obaid and Mohammed Al Mullah, they made all their money in healthcare. They own the American hospital franchise. So Obaid and Mohammed Al Mullah, if you Google them, I'm not going to do it, you'll see how they make their money. But the family office itself, I know they invest in managers, like... private credit, public equities, you name it. And I don't think that, I mean, the team... So chairman, Don't think he's active on LinkedIn, maybe. I mean, he's premium. Here's George, amazing guy. And then you have all the brothers, look, Badr, Obaid, yeah, director. So I don't think they have a ginormous team as such. Page 2. Because the thing is, well, guys, if you're reaching out, sometimes the CEO may not reply. We may have to find some other types of people. But again, family offices can be quite small. But let's look at one of the brothers. Okay, let's start with Abdullah. Obviously, one of the family members. Wow, look how much they do. Incredible. But yeah, it's a Mullah family. Very successful in healthcare, if I remember. Right, moving on to the next. I think we found a few there. Who we got coming in? Alexander Dowie. Gulf Creative is a Dubai award-winning marketing agency that partner with startups and corporations to disrupt markets and drive exceptional growth. Cool, that was a mouthful. Paolo, hello. Hi, Paolo. Where are you calling in from? Or where are you watching in from? Who would be the key person to reach out to? So, I'm just trying to think. I mean, key person, as I said, you've got to try. Let's try this. Is that going to work? No. I haven't set it up. I'm trying to think. I mean, key people to reach out to. You're not really going to see many chairmen on LinkedIn. Not now, at least. Unless they're like, Al Mullah here is I believe they're like a third generation maybe. So yeah, they're quite active. But investment associate is going to be the one doing all the hard work and diligence. But the director or the CEO is going to make the decision. So don't spam everyone, because it's kind of like imagine if I'm sitting in the family office and somebody says to me, oh, I got this really interesting opportunity in renewable energy. This American guy called this, and this. And then some other guy from the office goes, yeah, I had him as well, spam me. As soon as you do that, it kind of discredits your opportunity a little bit. If everybody said they've been spammed by the same thing, it kind of means that you've become a little bit less personable and you've kind of copy and pasted that message. You haven't really reached out to them as a person to be nice. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a tough question. Who would be the key person to reach out to? From Ruba? Hard to say. Now, let's move on. Al Ghurair Investments. So, you're going to see sometimes brothers who split groups. So, you have Majid Al Futtaim, we have Al Ghurair Group, Al Ghurair Investments. Right? Now, this one, let's have a look. Big employees. It's annoying this spam thing's not working. Chief Executive of Ventures. What's this? Straight away. Who's this guy? W.J. Michael Montgomery. Al Ghurair Investments. Chief Executive of Ventures BU. Anybody know what that is? Ventures BU. Does he say it in his description? He's responsible for leading transformation ranging from automotive, exchange, retail, education, shipping, logistics, travel, and new ventures. I don't know. It's quite interesting. That's probably Ventures BU does sound like a potential family office. Google it. Ventures BU Al Ghurair. See what comes up. I don't know. Wow. He's worked at some big groups. Fair play to him. Must be a clever guy. W.J. Michael Montgomery. What a name as well. Anyway, that's one guy. Let's look at business analyst. So, see Fatima here. Business analyst is probably somebody you want to go in when you're trying to sell your service to one of their portfolio companies. So you also have to think about the person and their skills. It's like a business business development, kind of like a business analyst, corporate development, M&A, all these sorts of things are looking more for the family's current portfolio. And I think if you look in some of their track record, you're going to see like Fatima. I think she's just a BD, business development girl, that's probably going to want to see lead business analyst. Oh yeah, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, do your own research. But let's look at investments under Al Ghurair, because if we can't reach out to that guy, we need to find potentially another route. Executive Vice President. Group, no. Head of Tech, no. So another way of kind of doing it, guys, let me have a look, is Al Ghurair Family Office. Like kind of just the generic route sometimes works. Jack Larkin. Well, he follows me. I found somebody. I bet he doesn't work for Ghurair. Yeah, I don't even know. Okay, let's go off that. Ghurair Properties. CFO. Vikas. Group CFO. No, I don't know. I think a bit of a dead end for me. Guys, keep looking. I think that guy where we found was a UB Ventures. That could be their family office arm. So I'm not sure. How do we do about reaching out to these guys on LinkedIn? Good question. I mean, I think the best way to think of it is trying to find some type of... It's hard to sometimes look into people that you don't know, but you just got to try and find a common interest. I mean, if I'm scanning all my messages, right? Like I get so many every day, doesn't stop, right? And if I'm scanning messages, if I see something that kind of hits me, I'm gonna read it, at least read it. So I think it's finding. Let's see. Let me try and find some random family. Let's go Al group, and let's go into Qatar. I've never done Qatar at all, so let's go companies, and let's go locations Qatar. But yeah, I think, how would you go reaching out? Yeah, I guess all of you are saying that. I mean, easier said than done, right? I'm making it sound easy, but it's probably, well, yeah, I know it's hard. I've hustled. So Qatar. Who are these? Al Jassim Group? Anyone know this? Should we look at this? Wow, okay. One of the royal family members. Must be big then. So investments. Yeah, this is the problem. I mean, it's like, it seems like just a real estate group. Let's maybe try one. I came across, anyway, I probably won't do random Qatar yet, because I'm kind of still figuring that place out. I haven't even thought about going into it. But reaching out to some of these people, I don't know. It's, at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. That's the honest truth. It's like, unfortunately, you may find the perfect match. You may go, oh, this group is perfect for me, but they don't respond. So I don't know what you do at that point, except from just move on to the next person. It's like the VC game, right? Startups, startup founders, all that type of stuff. I think it's just a numbers game. You've got to just keep pitching. And it's the same with the family groups. So let's try in our, I think we were still with our holding. Let's find some more. VPIN, Ayton Holdings. Ayton, obviously, for any of you that don't know, Ayton is a part of the UAE, just like Abu Dhabi is, Dubai, Sharjah. Ayton Holding. Portfolio management, asset allocation, equity research. So this guy looks like he puts money into a lot of different things. Used to work for Al Fahim, massive family in Abu Dhabi. Ayton Holdings. No, not now. So this is kind of like quite good to read because it just shows portfolio management, asset allocation, equity research. Seems like kind of public markets. So for all of you who want venture funding, this isn't your guy. Not at all. Yeah. So Ayton Holdings, there's another one. I think Al Othman, Afana. Juma Majid, that's quite a big family group, I think. Wow. Is that a frozen computer? No way. Okay, good. I'm the founder of a prop tech platform and launching the UAE over the coming months, Andre. Would love to speak to potential investors in our platform. Reach out to Andre, everybody. So, Juma Al Majid Holding Group. I swear they do have a company page. I think. Yeah. Massive group. So if we go into employees, I think, let's look at investments. Whoa! Man, these loading screens are killing me. Contracting, legal. But these guys must have an investment arm. This is what makes it peculiar for me. I mean, it's such a big group, but again, this is where we got to find. Okay, so let's go more specific. I think the best thing to do is now let's go family office. Right, let's go deep. I mean, straight away, we've got and we're going direct. Come on, LinkedIn. God, I'm broken. It's because I'm streaming everything now. But with I think I'm still trying to think about the approach, to be honest. I think I'm just trying to, the whole point of this stream is to try and show you like how I do my research. I mean, sometimes it's simple and sometimes it's a bit more than that. You kind of have to go in a lot deeper. These types of people obviously have public investments at family office. They're very obvious in what they do, so it's quite easy to reach out. And then it suggests people on the side like Jaffa. They're from Sharjah, massive family, and actually their investment arm is called Crescent Enterprise, if I remember. Principal Public Investments, family office, based out of Dubai. No idea. See, someone like him could be the guy that works for one of these ones that we haven't found. He doesn't look like a big user. I think another thing, and we've also got to think about not wasting time as well, because if he's not a big user of LinkedIn, it should show, right? So if we go on show all activity, I know this is a bit stalkery, right? But unfortunately, we live in the digital age where it's like, I mean, yeah, I mean, this guy doesn't use LinkedIn. End of story. I mean, 4 years ago. So I wouldn't waste your time. So I think a lot of people, if you're kind of reaching a bit of a dead end, or you've connected with them or sent them a message, I think that's a big key thing. Is just look at their activity. Like, this guy has 700 followers, and he liked something 9 months ago, and that was it. Does he use LinkedIn? No, he doesn't. That's the honest truth. If you catch him once in a blue moon, you might get lucky. But Jaffa Family Office. So if you go on Google, it comes under Crescent Enterprise. They're the group that make the money. Now, I know they have a big venture arm. They also are a fund of funds in venture capital. But the Jaffa Family Office are the family that own that. So these guys at the family office will be investors in public equities, private credit funds, big private equity funds. And Crescent Enterprise, which is their group, invests in venture capital. I know that. So let's have a look. Going down. Peter. So Peter's an interesting fella. He came over here. So this is Ivan Krenko, Slovakian family office. And he does energy assets, active in VC, growth equity. I know he did, and he's a big LinkedIn user, right? This week, repost. He even does, I think for any of you calling him from India, I think I saw that he did like a tour of India. There you go, one of his investments in, what's that, non-alcoholic cocktails in a can. But I remember he was touring India at one point, likes his public equities. So my point is also, look at it's kind of what you do when you're trying to impress a VC. You look at their interests. It's quite obvious because social media does give away people's interests. So he's into robotics. He's into non-alcoholic cocktails. So if you're an F&B guys, he looks like the type of guy to go to. And like the public market. So I think that's something I haven't mentioned before. Is I know it's a bit stalkery and you're really kind of looking into some of these people's lives, but yeah, why not? If it's available publicly and it allows you to get to know the person even if you don't know them. So from Peter, what did we learn? Just from looking at his activity. He likes F&B, he likes robotics, and he likes public markets. So for any of you in that industry, if you reach out to him and you have one of those three, then you're ticking his interest at the moment. And another thing is timing, right? I was talking to somebody about it today. There was this AI company that I met this morning from India. And we spoke about timing because I remember it was last year, Intel, the big tech company, they did a spin out in the smart city space and they said, Obi, we want to expand one of our products into the Middle East. And I said, brilliant, let me help you. We reached out to Saudi Aramco, Neom, Saudi Telecoms Company, Etisalat, which is now called EAND, and a lot of them, I think it was Aramco, were like, yes, this is brilliant, let's see the demo, let's go. And then overnight, communication stopped. And then they reached out 3 months later, and you realize that they were doing some big integration. And then they said, can we rejig the conversation? The problem you have for startups and, any other business is we don't have a time limit like Aramco. So we can't just sit on our hands all day and kind of keep messaging them and saying, when can we book this demo? When can you book this demo? A lot of the time, guys, everything's about timing. So my point is, looking at people's news feed shows them what they're interested in right now. And actually LinkedIn makes that quite public. Nicholas. Google this one, any of you? So guys, anybody coming in now, what am I doing? You're literally watching me do research like I do most days. finding new family offices setting up in the UAE, finding existing families, trying to figure out who are the guys we're going to reach out to. I guess Sajid, I mean, that's a good message, right? Sajid Saeed. Are these firms actively investing any known activity in 23? Yes, but I don't think you're going to... Of course, don't think of it as are they actively investing? Of course they are. That's their job. A family office, right? The word family office, their job is to make profits for the family. And sometimes that's independent. It's kind of like, here's some cash. You go and build out a portfolio and then you report to us. So obviously all of these are active. The thing which I don't know is, when we went back earlier and we saw those family holdings, they're not going to be that active. They're going to be very illiquid. If you want liquidity from them, it's going to take them months. So tough question, right? It's one of those things you're going to have to find out. But if you're coming in now, tell everybody where you're coming in from. Hello from London, from INI. Happy to help anyone with real estate requirements in the UK. I look forward to connecting. We've got Miss Eid, Suraya. Hi everyone, Suraya, co-founder of Melting Point, a VC focused on innovation consultancy, assisting investors and investment analysts. We have Adrian, hi guys, greetings from Geneva. I bet that's quite cold at the moment. I'm soon going to start my second seed funding stage. My startup is called sharekeys.com, a travel industry sector. Mohammed S, what is the investment family group interested in retail and training space inside? I don't know, right? Unfortunately, I can't do that job for you. You're going to have to kind of do what I'm doing now and figure that out by literally coming across things. So we're looking at this gentleman, not hugely active on LinkedIn, doesn't say anything about the family office, obviously very successful in terms of his track record, but no idea. Unless you Google this and find out the family behind it, I don't know, being honest. I really don't know. Hugo. Now I've heard about him before. Saban Holding. Again, Google Saban Holdings. Single family office, what does that mean? It means that they're managing money to make money. So obviously they're looking for opportunities. But it's what are they investing in? We have to find out. Hugo, not active on LinkedIn, right? 1,000 followers. It kind of tells you he's not that active. Doesn't really care about LinkedIn, which is fair enough. He's probably a busy guy. But look, responsible for all global asset allocation, investing across all asset classes, including equities, fixed income, private equity fund, hedge funds, mutual funds. So again, he looks for fund managers. Very obvious. He doesn't mention VC, doesn't mention direct transaction, nothing. He looks like he's happy to pay a management fee and look for good management with a good track record. But how do we contact Saban Holdings? I don't know. Connect. So this is quite a good one. I normally add with a note. So it's like, Dear Hugo, I don't know. I mean, I don't really need, this is the problem. I don't really need to contact this guy because I'm not a fund manager. I manage my own holding company. But I guess if you're a fund manager, I don't know. I can't really write out to this guy because it's not for me. But if you're a fund manager, maybe look at some of his, he worked for he used to research Spanish hedge funds, commodities, fixed income, advice. So he's Spanish, number one. It looks like he's very good with hedge funds. And yeah, Saban Holdings. If it's not him, Google it and try and find another way in, because it doesn't look like you're going to contact him on LinkedIn. Maybe these mutual connections. Somebody here knows him. I don't know. Probably. Again, if you can do a favour for a favour and get an intro, that's great. Right, let's go. Let's show me an example of something I wrote last night in a post. Al-Masud, right? Massive Abu Dhabi family. Incredible. Like, amazing people. Amazing family, amazing group. Makes a lot of money in automotive, other sectors. I don't know if it's going to glitch me, but family. Just don't glitch me. Yes, right. No, it's doing the same thing. Anyway, I think most of the times your computer may do it, but if you click on normally these groups and type in family office, but Al Masood family office. Oh my god, bad spelling. Bad spelling. Al Masood family office. There was a guy I found yesterday. I wrote in my LinkedIn post. How have I lost him? XR? Any of you can look on my LinkedIn post from yesterday. It was called... Anyone in the comments can help me out. If you can look on my... I don't know. What was it yesterday? I posted about, obviously, the differentiation between family groups and family holdings. Let's have a look. I'm trying to think. Where is it? God, I've lost it. There we go. So none of you can find it either. Right, brilliant. Perfect time for phone, not right. See more. That was it. Explore. Family office. God, what's this guy? Lost him. Explore Masood. No way. How have I not found this guy? I've lost him. Maybe he blocked me. maybe because of last night's post he blocked me. I don't know. Honestly, I just don't know. There! I found him. I mean, look at this guy. Martin. Here we go. Look. A single family office, private equity, obviously focus, active in diverse industries. But I mean, how hard? Like, it's sometimes so hard. So I think he's quite active. Followers, show all comments. So when was he last active? 4 months. Okay, so he's not super, but he has a lot of followers. So maybe he's one of those guys who just watches. Ali, my personal favourite. This guy's a buddy, absolute hero. Abu Dhabi Capital Group for all of you. Look at this guy, champion, board member of 500 Global, which is basically one of the biggest incubated seed investor in. Oh my God, 62. Ali's an app. Look at this. Oh my God. What an absolute champion. You want a guy who's invested in loads of companies? Here we go. Wow. Oh, so he used to work for Masruri. I didn't know that. So he worked for the family office in Abu Dhabi. Before that, he worked for Kuwait. Wow, Ali, I didn't even know that. But look at that. I mean, all of these within the last 2 years. I mean, how active is this guy? Let's look at one of his investments. Wow, in Africa? No way. Leading all private investments, including private equity, venture capital, across direct and co-investments. There you go. Fund investments, principal, a bit of everything. JV Greenfield. I mean, Abu Dhabi Capital Group is amazing, though, to be honest. Amazing group, to be honest. I think all of you should just dig in. But again, I think what a lot of you need to understand, as soon as you see a big group like this is not for seed investment in your startup that has no revenue. These guys are very developed, right? Put yourselves in the family office manager's shoe is if I'm managing money for a family chairman or chairwoman, if I have two companies in front of me, one of them is a mid-market company that makes good profits every year and has a huge book of clients and potential. And then I have this AI company that doesn't make money, but it's the next best thing. From a risk perspective, from my job security as a family office manager, I know exactly where I'm going. So I think also you have to understand is when you're looking at seed investments, like where your company's very early stage, you either have to have a direct alignment to the family's like long-term mission. You have to have kind of like this emotional attachment to what they're doing, or you can be a proof of concept to the family group, right? But outside of that, I think there's not much chance that you're going to walk into Abu Dhabi Capital Group's door and say, we're this startup, we've got this many users, we're not yet profitable, we're in seed stage, we're looking for 3 million of capital to do this. I don't think Abu Dhabi Capital are going to take a risk on you personally. They're going to want to see you more mature. So, coming in, why is NEOM impossible to reach? I just think they're so big. I think when the groups get so big like NEOM, so great question from Ruba. I mean, if we look at NEOM, right? This is why, Ruba, why they're so impossible to reach. I'll go back to family groups in a second. But they're just too big. I think they're probably impossible to reach unless you're being specific. I mean, they've got 6,800 results come up. So I think the last time I spoke to NEOM, it was like agriculture. Yeah, food, agriculture, livestock. But I think I went even more specific. I went farming. Like with NEOM, you have to go down to the fine. Where's that guy? There he is. This guy here, look, farm management. I'm doing something with a US company in the bio fertilizer space, and we spoke to them last year. But I think with bigger groups, guys, you have to be so specific in what you're trying to search. Because if you've got 6,800 employees, there's a high chance there's going to be somebody there that focuses on what you're doing. Hang on, we're on quite a good algorithm, I call it, where we had Ali from Abu Dhabi Capital Group, and it was suggesting a bunch of cool people on the right. Hang on, we're going back. Go back. Yeah. Mazruri, great surname in Abu Dhabi. Or, I don't know, Dubai name. Chairman is Abdullah Azruri, family-owned business, construction, real estate, education. Right, let's see if we can find anyone here. There you go. Straight away. Family office. The key word we're looking for today. Pending. I've added him, but that must have been a while ago. Maybe we don't have anything in common. But very 3 weeks. Okay, so he's somewhat semi-active. It looks like he's probably quite picky with who he accepts. He is a chief executive officer, so he's very senior. So maybe we try and go, I would say, a little bit like below him, because he looks like a busy guy. Sometimes when you just look at people, they just look busy. And it may just be... But there's other people here, like family members. Like this guy, Maz Investments. What's this? Is that the investment arm of them? Maz Investments? Investment director. These are all family members. But it's tough. Look, 5. These aren't active on LinkedIn. So again, waste of time looking at them. But it's interesting that they've got profiles. Again, maybe they use it to search. But this guy here, interesting. Al Mazrui Investments, National Bank of Abu Dhabi, Rostamani Group. We'll look at them in a minute. Let's Saka Group as well. That's a great one. But let's go on Al Ross. How do you spell it? Ross. That's it. Tamani Family Office. Okay, so he comes up again. We've had enough of... I've already seen you. Let's go over questions. Amir. It's good to see you all helping each other. So normally how it works with these streams is people just in the chats, just try and connect with people. This is kind of a good tool. I know you're all probably busy, tired, or middle of your day, but it's good to see you all kind of chatting with one another. A lot of people are asking, can you advise what family does what? To be honest, the reason why I'm doing this is to kind of find that, but I don't know, to be honest. I think each family do everything different, and Web3, no idea. Venture business at AW Rostamani Group. Nope. Who's this person? Ali Akram. Okay, so he used to work for the family office of Rostamani. Doesn't work there anymore. What did they do? IPO, pre-IPO investments, fixed income, Sukuk bonds, private equity funds. Wow, a bit of everything. Like, even if you look, like, we're not focusing on this family office now, but you can look exactly what the guy's in. That's his mandate. I mean, if you want to know what Rostamani are investing in, literally read that. Take a screenshot of that. Adjuan Group. This came up before. I guarantee I'm not connected to anyone here. I've never even heard of it. Materials. Interesting. Let's have a look. So is this the chairman? Antoine? He must be the chairman. Chief Investment Officer. Okay. Random. So look. Maybe this is the family office of the Adjuan Group Holding. So again, investment officer, that doesn't mean that this is the family office. That could mean that he manages investments for the holding group, where they buy big companies or they do JVs, and he agrees on the JV and the investment in the JV. What's this? Here we go. We found it. Woo! We found it. Single family office. So this is like Al Mullah Capital earlier. Literally like Al Mullah Capital earlier. Wow, I've never... People. Investment specialist. See, I love finding this. This is where, honestly, if you spend... I mean, what have we been streaming for? Probably coming up to an hour? Maybe not even. Yeah, an hour or so. Kuwait. Anyway, there you go. So we've just found literally a family office I didn't even know existed. We've also found this Adjuan Group. They may... And also, it's quite common that some groups may have... like 2 family offices because there'll be different family members. But yeah, really fascinating. Good to know, actually. Right, let's go. Okay, we've done. Note take this. Orjan Holding Group is actually probably how you say it, not Ajwan, whatever I was calling it earlier. Hi from Indonesia. Any of you watching, tell us where you're coming in from. Tell us what you're looking for, who you are. If you're one of those secret people that wants to remain a ghost, please go ahead and keep remaining a ghost. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go back to our. Let's go. Group works really well, but our holding, I think there's a lot more. But I think group's the most common used. Yeah. We were here earlier. Do you remember we clicked on, we went on to Juma. Majid Al Fatame holding. I think I've shown you this one before, guys. Majid Al Fatame, all you've got to do is click on the group and then type in trust and you'll see the guys who manage the family office. It comes under trust. Majid Al Fatame's trust. Trust. Al Murad. No, never heard of it. Yas Holdings. They're kind of like a family office. They operate like a family office, but I don't think they are one. Fujairah Holding. They're the family office of the ruler of Fujairah. So Fujairah, for any of you watching who are not from the UAE, is another state in the Emirates. Majid Al Fatame Holding, I told you, the family office is called Trust. Almar Capital, these are a financial. They manage money on behalf of families, so they're like a multi-family office. Trying to think. Al Dara, no. Al Ain. It's not doing very well. Habtour's a tough one. I've never seen a family office under Habtour. Actually, group's not doing very well. Let's go back to family office. Let's be more generic. And let's nail it down. And for all of you that don't have LinkedIn Premium, by the way, it is expensive, but it is kind of worth it because you get to do this. You get to use all the tools. And I don't know because I've had Premium for like 5 years. I don't know what. So Essa Al Gurg, he's like the JV. I think they're big in tobacco. I want to say they own Robert Morris. They're Siemens JV, so they're big in energy and a bunch of other stuff. Essa, the actual chairman's very active because he's a young generation. He's very active on LinkedIn. So Mohammed might be a good guy doing research on them. Harris, Jane, you're going to see people like this a lot where it says single family office, chief investment officer. Yeah, it's going to be impossible. And look, 188 followers. Lito, what a guy. Legend. And what does he publicise which family office he works for? Come on. I know which family office he works for. Does he say? No. Really? Okay, I won't say, but because some of them like to not say, but really? Okay, interesting. But he's active on LinkedIn. So maybe if you message him, I mean, he tells you what he's doing, right? Global asset allocation, hedging strategy. If you get to know this guy, he'll tell you which family office he works for. It's very obvious, and he's quite transparent on what he does. But yeah, he doesn't publicise the group that he works for. Gobash. Private equity investment. So Gobash is a good family in Dubai. Now, Gobash, they invest in, co-investment funds. US, Europe. I want to say that, I swear they had a ban. Or have they got rid of that investment? Yeah, which I believe is the Go Bash. Yeah, Go Bash Trading. Maybe it's another. They probably focus on different things. Or the other one is the family office, and this is the trading group. But I don't know. Yeah, I think the other one's the family office. See, don't get fooled with the word investment. I don't think this one is the family office. The other one is the family office, the actual group. Look at this, guys. Look, we got Demand Investments. So Demand Investments is the family office of Gargash. Jimco, the family office of Abdulatif Jamil. Here we go. So look, here you go. Look, this computer's probably listening to me. So Gargash Group, holding company. Demand Investments, family office. Abdulatif Jamil, holding company. Jimco, family office. Anyway. Right, let's do an hour tonight. I'm getting tired. I'm running out of things to say as well. But thanks for listening. I'm going to kind of play around with streams over the next few weeks. Try and do some informative stuff. This one's just a bit of fun for all of you that are trying to search for family offices in the UAE. It just kind of shows you a little bit what I do in my free time to reach out. Because a lot of the posts that I do, I kind of just learn from this, speak to people, try and get, things going. But I know all of you are busy. It's a Tuesday, so I love you and leave you. But yeah, I'm going to do some more streams, focus on specific topics which are relevant to people, and then we'll go there. See you soon.